As you can see, it's extremely wet over here. It's very hard to walk, also for the horses, of course. I know there are a lot of people concerned, Coco, about their well-being in this kind of situation, and of course I would like to have more dry land for them. They have some concrete parts where they can stand dry, where their food is at. So it's not like they have to be in the mud, they can be on dry spots. But I don't want to put them in too close of a spot. I want them to be able to walk a little bit and not just stand still on a concrete spot. So that's why they are still allowed to walk everywhere. Coco! Because I want to give them a choice to or stand dry or walk around. So it's not like they are not able to stand dry. It's just they are at the hay. But what I'm doing now is I want to put those planks underneath the stable so I can fill it with hay when the ground starts to freeze. Because this is the last day, it will be above 0 degrees Celsius. This night it will start freezing and then it will freeze for the coming weeks, I think. So the ground will be very hard. So that's of course different problems, but it means that they can walk around in this part. I don't let them in the field, I just let them here, and the ground will be hard, so it will a little bit more easy for them to walk around. I will make sure it's not too slippery by breaking up the ice on top a little bit so they can walk here. But I'm putting those planks here because they are fine. They are horses that are used to being in cold temperature, so it's not like they have cold or anything. It's just, for me, I like them to lay down somewhere soft and warm, and that's not possible here. So I'm going to put this at the bottom, close it off this way and put it full of straw, so they can lay down there, and it's going to be a warm spot for them to sleep, to lay down, to rest. Also the shelter, they don't really use it if it's raining, but if there's going to be snow or something, I just like them to have a spot where it's dry, they can lay down. This will be hard, of course, so they can walk a little bit more easy. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I will show you the rest later, and hopefully they'll like it when it's done, but we'll see. Coco, Coco. Of course now it's still wet in there. You can see my footprints. This was just one straw bale, and tomorrow I will put 3 more in here. So it's very thick layer of straw. I only did this now because I wanted the wetness on top to be gone, because the freezing starts in a few hours. It starts tonight, and this way with the straw on top it will freeze a little bit in the mud underneath there, because it gets quite cold, and then tomorrow it will be dry and not slippery because of the straw. The top layer of mud will not be slippery in the stable, so That's why I already put this straw in here, and also for them to get used to, because you can see Bounty is still investigating it a little bit, because they never had straw in the stable before. It was never needed actually, so this is the first time, so she's just checking it out. Of course they have seen straw before, but not in this spot, not in this stable. So of course always they like to investigate it a little bit if they see something new. And that's also how you can see Coco roaming around. It actually looked like she was going to lay down, but maybe it's not soft enough for her yet. Maybe that will happen later. But for now she's just looking around, nibbling the straw a little bit, and that's fine. They have a lot of hay. I always have hay available for them, so they can always choose hay over the straw. This is, I think, just because she's investigating it a little bit, and she's just taking little bites here and there, and that's fine. I'm not too worried about it, but of course I will check. But I know it's always the first time you put straw somewhere, they like to investigate, they like to nibble a little bit on it. It's not like they are going to eat it the whole time. And this is fine. Hey, Coco? And now Bounty has some time to check it out, because she's always a bit, it's fine Bound, she's always a bit skittish with new things. She needs some time to check it out, and now she has the time. And then tomorrow, when it's the ground is frozen and it's more cold than it is now, I will put the rest of the straw in here, so they can have a spot to stand, to lay down if they want to. So it's always soft here. So yeah. Happy guys? Coco. Now she's biting the planks, of course. Coco is always the one that likes to investigate by using her hooves and her legs. She loves to dig, she loves to feel everything, touch everything. She's obsessed with this behavior. It's also when I put a new feeding trough or kind of like a water spot or anything new you put in here, she always starts investigating. She does it the most. Bounty is curious, but yeah, she is always the type that waits a little bit, and Oreo is over there eating. She will check it out later, I'm sure. But now they have a nice place to sleep, and that makes me feel a little bit better, because I don't like them walking around in the wetness all day. And yeah, I like to take good care of them. But with all the flooding and the weeks of rain and everything, it's just very hard. And I'm still one of the lucky ones, because we have people that the whole house and everything is flooded, and the animals need to be evacuated, or even worse, left behind. So I'm still very lucky in this. It's very wet, but we're quite safe here, and it will not get any worse than this, luckily, because it's already very bad. But yeah, I'm one of the lucky ones, but it's still I don't like them to walk like this, and I want to take good care of them. So I prefer spring and summer. Can't wait for it this year, so it will all be dry and nice, and green grass. They can enjoy being outside a little bit more, and I can enjoy it as well. So yeah, we'll see how it looks tomorrow or later tonight, and tomorrow I will show you when I put the rest of the straw in there, and if they like it, if they sleep in there. Bye guys. The freezing has started, so it's a little bit hard to walk here now. the top layer is frozen solid, but the layer underneath is still very wet. So it's a bit hard to walk in this part. Over there where Bounty is at now, the ground where you can see her walking, it was a little bit more dry. So it's heavy for her to walk, but it's better than when it's all wet. And tomorrow everything will be very solid here. So I'm going to put this straw in the stable over there, because in the stable the top layer is frozen right now, so I can put this on and it will keep them a little bit more warm, and the ground will be a little bit more soft for them there. So that's what I'm going to do now. Hopefully I don't fall, because it's hard to walk here. Nice and thick layer of straw for them. I will put a new one in here tomorrow, and then I will put a new straw bill in there every day, I think, so they can always go in there if they want to warm up a little bit. Also, the way this shelter is when they are in here, they are out of the breeze, because it is quite windy, and of course the wind is very cold right now, but the way the shelter is set up means they are always out of the cold wind when they are in here, because when the wind is cold like this in winter time, it's always from over there. So that's a good spot for them to be in now, because they are out of the wind, in the stable, dry and warm. So yeah. Hey guys, it's let me grab it. You can see Bounty in the sun. It's very cold now. They are still doing fine. The ground is hard, so a lot more easy walking, and they enjoy the straw in the stable. I wanted to show you. The pond is frozen. Very beautiful. But yeah, I think I'll go ice skating later today, because the sun is out, and I know there are some lakes in the area that are frozen right now. In the sun it's quite nice. Of course it's cold, but with the sun out and when you're moving, it's really nice. So it's just nice to be outside and without rain for once in a few months. So if I'm going, and I will show you a little bit, it's a very nice spot. I hope it's frozen enough, but we'll try it out. We'll see once we get there. So guys, you can see behind me, there's quite a lot of ice here, and some people around, because it's pretty cold. Because I went ice skating for a little bit, because with this weather, well, if you live here, you're supposed to use the opportunity to go ice skating. So I'm here with my brother. He's still putting his well, I don't know what he's doing. He's putting his ice skates on right now. You can see behind me some people enjoying the winter. So yeah, it's very nice now. It's a little bit cold. Yesterday it was sunny, and now it's a bit cloudy. And in a few days, I think the ice, well, we should enjoy it for now. You can see Dylan behind me. He's ready, so I will join him in a second. But yeah, there's talk about being a snowstorm next week, so that will be something different. But we'll see. For now, we'll just enjoy this. Finally, the opportunity to skate again. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy it. And if the snow starts falling, I'll show you, of course. Guusje. So I'm at the pig's pen. Look at them. With this weather, a lot of people on Instagram asked about it. Babe, they like to spend their time inside. You can see it, how they got out of there. They are completely submerged in the straw. So that's what keeps them warm. You can see it on their backs. Hey, Park! They don't really like the cold. They're doing fine, of course. And also with them, the ground is frozen now, so they don't go deep into the mud, which they don't like when it happens, of course. So the ground is better for them to walk on. You can see behind the pond is still, it's quite frozen. So also with them, they need drinking water. So you can see, oh, I was stuck to the fence, the bucket over there, and something happening over there with Porky and Babe. Hey, hey. So yeah, they are doing good. They don't like the cold, so that's why they are in the stables over there. They have multiple. You can see one there, the bigger one, which they came out from a second ago. You can see those two smaller ones in the back. One of them is isolated, the other one is not, so they can choose what they like. We have a thick layer of straw in there. Their pond is frozen. But yeah, they're doing fine. We just need to give them some extra water for them to enjoy. And when the pond is frozen, of course they will throw the bucket around, but we'll give it a lot of the times during the day. But they are doing fine. They just prefer the sun a little bit more, and well, so do I. So they are in their small little enclosures most of the day. When it's sunny, they come out and they actually lay on the ground in the sun because they really like it. So it doesn't really matter that the ground is cold, it's just they prefer the sun. And I think right now you can see they are going back. Oh, he's a bit itchy. So they're doing fine. They just prefer summer, and I think I prefer summer as well. I will give them some hay, so they have something to snack on. Guus is thinking, I just went back to bed, human. Why would you do this to me? Guus, come! Well, actually, the hay... Hey, Guus! Babe enjoys it the most. And she also needs it the most because she's quite skinny. It's just because she's a different kind of pig. Those are miniature pigs. Guus is actually part Kune Kune. And Babe is just a meat pig. So she's completely different. She's built different, and she actually needs a lot more food than those guys need. They get fat very easily, as you can see. I'm sorry, guys. The Babe is actually a bit skinny, so she needs it more. We like to feed her more grains and just like pigs feed, but then the rest, of course, also eats it. And they are big enough to put it that way. So the hay is a great snack for them to be busy and also to keep warm. Because in winter it's perfect. If they are eating, their body stays warm. So you can, most of the times it's better to feed them hay so they can eat throughout the day instead of just in the morning and in the evening. It's fine for most times, but with this weather we like to give them something they can chew on the whole day. So they have something to do and stay warm. And you can see Guus. Guus doesn't really like hay as much as the rest does. So he'll just go to sleep there. He has never been a big hay eater. Oh, sorry, babe.